UnheardEuphoria, and we're here with Lazer Hog.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
You wanna, how can you say it? Introduce yourselves and what equipment you play?
Alright, well, I'm Pat and I play bass.
Chris, I'm the vocalist.
I'm Danny, I play guitar.
EJ drums.
Okay, guys. The first question of the night: why the name Lazer Hog?
That's a Chris question.
It is a Chris question. So back in high school, we started our first band, and basically, it was me, these dudes, and our best friend Kevin, who moved away. He was one of the original members of Lazer Hog. But before that, we had a band called War Dolphins, and basically they got that name from a list of names they came up with, and they were like, "Which one do you like more?" And I was like, "War Dolphins is pretty cool." And then pretty much we didn't really do much of that band. We made like one song, and we kind of just stopped doing stuff. And then we got the dudes back together again. We're like, let's try to actually make an actual music project and get somewhere with it. And for some reason, Lazer Hog came to my mind. I just kind of took it from War Dolphins, like just basic pronoun or whatever it's called, and then the fucking animal. And for some reason, I was just like, I thought that was cool because it just sounded like a biker gang kind of thing, which we do not even embody at all. But we just thought it was cool, and we were like, let's put a Z there too. So yeah.
When it comes to the live dancing part, what's up with that? Like when I saw a video where y'all were like in live, and then I don't know, it was you or one of y'all were like dancing kind of.
We are definitely the most energetic, however Danny is getting there.
I can't really do much sitting down.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, as far
I
as
could answer this. He's got Indian or like Native American blood in him, so he just channels the Native American in him.
That's one part. And the second part?
I'm not joking. Am I joking?
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
racist.
We'll see.
That's my interpretation of it.
No, well, as far as like me personally, I just feel like the songs like
Come on,
they ask for it, like they
Yeah.
demand it actually.
True.
Yeah, they're just like very intense, heavy riffs and wild ass time signatures and stuff, and so when you're up there playing it, you just can't help but like feel it.
Even speaking of that, like I said, our old friend Kevin was our original member. He was our guitarist. Danny was our bassist. He moved away, so Danny wanted to move to guitar, and we were like, we need another member. And Pat's been doing shows for years and shit. So the way I play, and then seeing how he plays, I was like, dude, he's like the only one that really makes sense to join us. And it just worked out.
Yeah.
So that kind of explains
And then you
it.
said
And
yes.
also,
Yeah.
Well, I said yes because I saw them play while I opened up for them with one of my bands.
Yeah.
And when I saw them play, I was just like,
Those guys are on drugs.
yeah. And, I was down with it. So that's why I said yes initially.
That's good. The question I have personally, it's not even on the list, is that when you sing, to me, you remind me of, what's the name of that guy? Davon, or the second vocalist of System of a Down.
oh, Darren Lackey?
Yeah, you sound fucking exactly
that's
like
cool.
him, dude. Like exactly.
Usually I'll get surged, but I
I mean, no, it's just you have that high pitched voice, and when I first heard you, I was like, damn, dude, that sounds exactly like him. Like,
Hey
what's
man,
up
that's
with that?
cool.
Like,
Thank you. Yeah,
like
no one's
that's-
ever told me that. So
and
that's
then
cool.
also to me, like your sound, like System of a Down, mixed a little bit with like Kid Rock. To me,
Whoa, Kid Rock's a
Kid
new
Rock.
one.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
like Kid Rock, because you
Hey,
got
I'll take
that.
it, man.
That's
I always
It was
like
good,
hearing
though,
new
like-
ones.
Add Kid Rock to the pile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because there's like this list of every band we've been compared to, and it's always just like.
And it's very different.
So
too.
Kid Rock's new.
Yeah, I heard like for me it was like Kid Rock and then first System, because I'm like, damn, they got that System of a Down vibe, and I'm like, I could get into this shit.
I think the coolest thing about that is that we sound different to
Everybody, yeah.
Like there's somebody that's just like, you sound like this, and we're just like, I don't know what that
Okay,
is.
coming down to what people have told
What is
you
Kid
is,
Rock?
Yeah.
what is the worst one you've been compared to?
Ooh.
The worst band. I mean,
I
like,
think Kid Rock.
Alright, I'm leaving guys.
He's right though.
I mean, I grew up with Kid Rock, so my bad, guys.
No offense to Kid Rock.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I mean, I don't like him either because he's white.
No, it's cool.
It's all good.
But he's right. I can't think of.
I think the
No,
weirdest.
you're right.
The weirdest
I'll
one.
swim around, but I'm right.
It's okay.
I think the weirdest one, the one that I was like, what, was Dream Theater. We
Yeah.
got like.
We got Rush too. I was just
Yeah.
like, Rush?
Dream Theater, I was like,
Where'd you get Rush from?
I don't know,
Like,
man.
what?
My dad.
Fucking me, Rush.
You sound
Was
like
that your
Rush.
dad?
Yeah, he's one who said we sound like Rush.
That's just.
No, there was one that went to our show and like he was like, yeah, you guys remember Rush? And I
We
was
got
like,
two
what?
Rushes.
So we got two Rush, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
that was good. I mean, like, I think System went down for sure. Like, Kid Rock,
Yeah,
it's just because
that's what
I
I
heard that
wanted.
little rapping part. Like, kind of sounds
Yeah.
like a good, like, what's the name? Rap, I guess.
It's, yeah, like this like spoken word.
Yeah, and I was like, so mostly System, then Kid Rock. The Kid Rock being like, man. Hey, when it comes down to the Street Shark, was it the music video? What's the
Yeah.
meaning of it? Like,
The music video or the song?
the both.
Well, they have different meanings. That's
Yeah.
I mean, because when I first saw it, I was like, you making contract with the devil or something?
let's talk about the video first.
Uh,
Do you think the bearded guy is a devil?
Wait. What do you think about it?
I think that
One
he's
more.
like, hey, you know what? I could get you things. He just got like, he didn't ask for a contract or anything. He's like, I'm doing this for y'all. But then I was like, I gotta stop watching this. I'm not Christian, but I'm gonna start running contract for shit, you know?
Well, no. While we were filming, we were actually started. We didn't do it initially. That wasn't the idea. But while we were filming, we were like, oh, it's kind of like
He's the
God.
devil.
No,
To me, it was
No,
the
that
devil.
wasn't planned.
No,
He's
that
just
was-
kind of like an
no. But what I'm saying
entity.
is, it's like the opposite.
That's
He's more
God.
of like a nice God. He's a God more than a
nice
devil.
deity. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, like,
that's cool. What you thought of it? That was
from because I always see
it
everything.
gives it a different like kind of
negative
tone.
meaning.
Yeah.
Definitely a different tone.
Like I saw it as the devil. I'm like, damn, what are they giving? No,
It does sound way
like,
darker, especially since like we get paid and fucking go.
And then
out.
he's all
Yeah,
big,
it's-
tall
it's-
guy, hairy
I
as
am
hell.
a
He's
big
all
guy.
like, hey man, here's his car.
He does look like the devil.
That's what I got of it. But what's the?
It's basically the opposite of that,
It's
man.
just
So
God.
like at one point in our life as like a band, we were just kind of drinking a lot, we were partying a lot. And we all just had different demons and shit. So yeah, basically that, but like all the time. And pretty much that first song, 4013, kind of embodies all that, and it kind of just shows us like, you know,
That's
kind of dying,
going on.
figuratively dying, and then we're kind of just on our own path.
I suck at shotgun and I thought it was gonna be cool.
It's like all over.
I think it would have been like right here. And
all over your
I like
Gosh.
catch it in my mouth real fast.
I didn't expect for it to explode. Sorry.
But yeah, basically we come back together because God or whatever you want to think of it. Somehow we made, because we almost broke up as a band. It was just like, you know, we all had our own shit going on and stuff. It's just life. That's leading into the album.
That's why another reason why like our parts are so different and kind of just our own was because they are our own. Like I kind of like we all kind of directed our own parts in the video. 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know, we're all like in different spots. He wakes up at the park, which he did. Danny's in the canal, which he did. I'm
Yeah.
like over here in the hot tub, and EJ's like, well, it's supposed to be his room, but it's my room.
Yeah. We filmed that in the
Yeah, over here actually.
And I forgot what he offer you when you were in the room.
offer me.
Yeah, like
Well,
is that food or something?
He gave him burgers.
Burgers, yeah. I was like, really burgers? Like food, really?
I kind of
Okay.
started thinking of it like different ways that people deal with coming out of a shitty spot. The way we were saying, like,
Yeah.
and then like, so for some people, like in the video, this is how I interpret it after a while. Like Pat just was more alone, spent more time alone, and some people think that that's a better way to recover. With
Yeah.
me, Tony was kind of like my friend, and I was just hanging out with somebody to like,
To have a good time.
To feel better and
Yeah,
stuff.
get out of that.
I don't know what it was. I couldn't think of something for Andy's really because this was
It's
weird.
his own. Whatever you
I
wanna
just
say.
I just did my own part because I knew it would look cool.
Yeah.
As
As long as
He's
I
an
know.
artist, so he-
Typical
yeah.
artist, yeah.
It is all just because I wanted to get that one shot of me going through the tunnel.
Yeah.
And what do you mean by artist? Like, what do you like?
I like them.
The drawing?
Yeah, I like drawing.
What do you draw though?
What do I draw, guys?
He likes
Very cool.
interesting
looking.
comics and then also very like dark, abstract caricatures and things like that, which are fucking awesome. Like
I just like to draw anime girls with big dicks and cat ears.
I jack off too.
Furry and.
Hit me up.
Hit me up.
I got your anime girls with big, what are they called? Futa cocks?
Yeah,
Anime
You
cat
know
girls
there's
with
a
big
name for it,
penis.
so okay.
Just call 1-800
Danny Big Dicks.
1-800 penis.
12 hands.
Okay, when it comes down to playing a venue that you enjoyed a lot, which venue was it and which one was the worst one that you've been at?
Oh yes. You're gonna have to name drop some fucking venues
Oh
here.
fuck, man. Which
No, it's okay.
Oh.
Like, even if the venue's
Pizza
like,
place in Brownsville.
If you don't want to name the venue, you don't
Well,
have to. You know, but
I don't think that was like a bad
Place.
place.
Yeah.
It's just a bad show.
I think the place that we'll all unanimously agree is our least favorite place to play is the Hop Shop.
I thought it was like a really good place to go.
I
I've never been there.
I
I've never
personally
been there.
like it, but
It's
for
been-
some
it's
reason
been
when we
good.
play,
It's been good.
It's been
I mean,
good. We
they-
played there like 20 times.
Yeah,
We
not-
played there a lot.
nothing on the people who booked
Yeah.
us and all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
just for some reason, like when we start playing and like the songs, like we're just not gelling there, and
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's
Like
just,
the vibe was kind of bad.
yeah.
Yeah, there's always just like
I like the bar. I like the people.
Yeah.
if it's
Yeah.
not if it's not like
Like the place was
All of
cool,
us,
but
it's
just
like
something
one
was
Yeah,
wrong.
we love the Hop Shop. It's just playing there. It's just we're like okay.
For some reason,
need
we
a
always
break from
fuck
it.
up a little bit there.
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like if it's not all of us and it's like one of us and then like one of us like will mess up and then
Maybe it's just because we played there the most.
Some
and
people
so
are
we
driving
just
there
like.
too.
No,
Yeah.
that's all it is to me. Like we just played there a lot, and I'm just like I don't want to play there again.
As far as
Yeah.
as far as
that's it for me. Like
Too
it's-
much of a good thing is bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the best one though.
Cena probably, man.
I mean, Cena's always really fun. The only thing I hate about Cena is that we can't hear each other for shit.
That's because they're the ones with
That's really
monitors.
weird.
Yeah.
I can hear you. I got one right in my fucking ear.
Yeah, me too. I got like fucking 4 right in front of me, so that's always a badass place.
For some reason, it's just like I can't hear something. Like,
Can you Danny or Chris?
I miss.
it'll be like you or
Oh, you can't hear
Danny.
me?
Sometimes.
Damn, that's crazy.
I mostly can't hear Decky, and then I'm just kind of like, oh, I hope he's coming out okay, but I don't know, because I'm on stage and stuff. But I don't know. The Europe's always awesome.
Yeah, yours
Yeah.
into us too.
There's
I miss playing at the Walrus, but they don't really host shows the same way they used to, so it's kind of just like we just don't book there anymore. Really.
I've been to the Walrus like 4 times and I've never been there for a band ever.
But this is like back in the day when we would party, because we drink there a lot. They used to have really good like Thursday night shows where they'd have like 4 really good bands, like local and stuff like that. And we just would always go. So, but they haven't really done that in a while. We kind of stopped playing for a while, and then it's just like we just don't really book there anymore. There's nothing against it. It's just we just don't really play.
So the best venue was which one?
I guess we all have different opinions, man.
Yeah.
I like playing
For every opinion, which one was yours versus just go by like going down?
Well, I always like the Europe the most. It's kind of like just the easiest one to pick or whatever. Oh, is that the dog? That's just the dog.
The dog trying to get into the video.
Yeah. That's for me.
As far as like sound quality, I guess Cena. As far as people being there and enjoying us, Europe also.
Yeah, I would say Yeovillia. I think we get pretty good reception there. So
We're not so different after all.
I guess
Your
not.
video. Your
Yeah, right here.
It's just a good venue.
Yeah.
They got a really thing.
yeah, good venue.
Yeah.
You know, I always walk in like I know maybe like half the people in the room.
Yeah, that's
Still
so-
gas.
I just feel
I do like that it's like down the street too. It's not like near all the bullshit
Yeah.
clubs
Yeah,
and stuff. And I just
Yeah, like when we
drive
were playing
all
like a
out.
lot of shows that there's Monkey, right?
There's the one, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Wait,
just
that's worse than the Hop Shop, dude.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
There's
There's
Monkey.
change the
There's like literally a fucking sewer like.
That's the
opening,
worst
right?
part though,
Yeah.
because there have been some really, we played some really good shows there. Usually it's
No,
Valley Fest
bad
or Fan
shows.
Fest.
As
Good
far as-
shows, bad venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the
Okay,
the venue
yeah.
itself, it's like
No,
Yeah, it
it's
smells like
not.
ass,
It's
which is
really-
like I never liked.
I've never been
So
to
like
it,
there's
so
yeah.
it's just I don't go out that much either. So I'm mostly like I go to one place and that makes my main place right there.
Mhm.
Like it was a cigar bar for me.
Cigar bar.
I just kept going there at my youth.
Oh, okay.
But coming down to the shows, which is your favorite song to play out there in the show? Between each one of y'all, like your favorite song and what it means to you.
It changes a lot for me between 4-Star and Space Ass. Those are like my favorite ones I think to play right now. Maybe when we start playing What's Up Live, well that'll probably win.
Yeah,
Because I love playing that one here at
That's
practice.
true. We've never played What Off Life live yet.
Just because Danica's on it and we kind of feel like we need to give her like that song justice by getting her like on there.
At least the first time.
At least the first time
Yeah.
we play it. After that, it's like okay, we can just go without her. But it'd be cool to kind of throw a show where we just present that song
Yeah.
in the way we envisioned it on the record and live or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's that for me. Those are the songs that really kick it off for me. I love playing those the most.
Mine would probably be Pigs in the Pit, just because like it's such an epic.
fucking love that
and,
one,
like,
dude.
I personally can go all out at the very end and stuff, and I can just let every stress I have in me, whatever, and I can just kind of just go crazy, and it feels comfortable doing that with that song. Every other one, I'm more conscious of like, I need to play this well, you know, I have to be conscious of my energy. That one I could just fucking die.
Just let it out.
And I love that.
Break it
Yeah.
out, yeah.
I'd probably say 4-star. I don't know why. There's just it's
The energy.
kind of like it encompasses like every little thing that we like in a song, and there's a lot going on, but there's like a structure that makes it very like, I don't know, like it just makes sense, you know. And for some reason I've just been able to get really comfortable with that one in particular. Like I can just let loose and kind of, even though it's not like exactly an easy song, like for some reason I can just kind of like not care and still pull it off.
Yeah.
Is that the one that uses like no pedals? Is that, you think that
Yeah.
helps make it a little more like,
Yeah, I mean I don't know, like really think about
yeah, a little bit, oh man, this
Probably like just
Yeah.
2 or 3 times you use
That's
the
cool.
pedals
So
over.
it's kind of like the same reason as me for pigs.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't gotta really think about any other
Do you use pedals in Smugglers?
smugglers. No. Well, yeah, I do. I do use like one effect for just a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool pedal. I like Space Ass to play the most.
Space Ass.
Just because I got that little synth, the hi-hat little pattern thing, and I really like when it kicks in after, where's it at? Which Chris yells after like the little opening segment of it. And like it pauses for a second and he's, where's it at? And then boom, it just, I don't know.
That's why that one's like my favorite too, and the same reasons why 4 stars like your favorite is like kind of like my favorite too. It's just very like demanding, and then you just kind of have, but also very lax, like you know.
Yeah, like there's something kind of paradoxical about it. Like it's like I said, it's not an easy song for me to play, but it's the most like natural feeling for me to do live.
When it comes to personal sacrifices or sacrifice you've done for the band, would you be willing to tell us that kind of stuff? Like what as you as a person have sacrificed to be in this band, and what stresses you out the most and stuff?
Hella free time. That's it.
I don't think there's anything I would do with the bonus time. When I play video games, like this is probably the most productive thing like artistically that I do. If I'm not doing this, I'm wasting my time playing video games or sitting around. So I don't think I've given up much because it's like a hobby. So
Yeah.
it's fun.
I would say the worst thing is family stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like having to play a show instead of go see my brother's show, or go, you know, instead of seeing my sister's plays or whatever that she does for like school and stuff. Sometimes I'll miss out on that stuff, and that hurts all the time. But it's what I signed up for, you know,
Yeah.
like playing shows and being in bands.
For me, it's probably just like the money, because I put a good amount of money into it, but I also, if I didn't have this project here and if I didn't believe in it so much, I would have probably left. I would have probably gone to Japan or something, because I'm a teacher. I could just go teach over there. I've always wanted to be over there. You know, I could go anywhere. I want to travel and stuff, but I figure if I give enough energy and time into this band and we do enough work, we pay our dues, we're going to travel anyways together.
Eventually,
We're going to
yeah.
accomplish things together. We're going to make, you know, our own personal legacy. We'll have our own, you know, collection of music that we'll have, that we can just leave behind, hopefully live on through. So I believe enough in it that that's my kind of sacrifice for it.
Yeah, my whole struggle throughout has just always been balancing that in school. So if you know, if I put more commitment into school, then I kind of have to sacrifice some time for you know, Lazer Hog, and then vice versa. Like,
Yeah.
if I want to make something big happen with Lazer Hog, I have to kind of like, you know. So that's always been my big deal. But it's all right, almost done. So.
Yeah.
We're all lucky too, because none of us are dicks about it. If Danny has to do something for school, or Pat has to go see his brother graduate, I don't really care. I don't think anybody pretends like they don't care. Like we genuinely are just like, hey, we got shit to do.
Yeah.
Like we had to cancel an out-of-town show multiple times because something comes up, but it's always
It's like a family.
It's not like,
Yeah.
nah, I don't want to go to Rand because I want to
Just fuck around.
get drunk, or none of us.
Well, you could do that over there.
We could do that over there. It's true.
Yeah. It's
None
like-
of us have anything that's
like
Bullshit.
we're really professional, so we don't like dropping. But if someone has a good reason to do it, we'll back them up and we'll just be like, okay, man, sorry. We'll talk to the promoter. We're sorry, man. We can't play it.
Yeah.
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 There's nothing wrong with that. It's just part of the game.
Okay, when it comes down to, like, I told y'all before, I heard y'all like Dragon Ball Z. When it comes down to Super Saiyan 4 and Blue, you know, Goku, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan, who do you think would win?
You mean non-canon Super Saiyan 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, not canon, but,
Like GT.
It is GT, I mean, but like...
I love Super Saiyan 4. I love the way it looks.
I do too.
Yeah,
I think it's awesome.
And I love that like Goku loses control and like he's a little bit more dark and
Yeah,
like
more
all that
Saiyan,
stuff.
though.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't care. I love that like GT. Like as far as like Super
Like-
Saiyan 4 and all that stuff.
battle between them, who do you think would win? Does Goku win, like, let's just say when Goku Birdie calls Super Saiyan God versus Super Saiyan 4? What do you think, who would think would
I
win?
feel like Super Saiyan God would win just because.
It takes like 5 Saiyans just to make it.
Yeah, and like
That's
he's.
what I'm thinking, but
Well,
Yeah,
but not
he-
Super Saiyan God. You're talking
That's
about just
the first one,
the
the first-
red-haired like.
was it right?
No, wait, I'm sorry.
Wasn't it blue still? The
No,
first
when
one?
he turns Super Saiyan as God mode, then he turns blue.
Against
Okay.
Barrett or whatever?
No, he doesn't turn blue in the first season.
No, the first movie.
Movie, yeah, he doesn't turn
Really?
blue.
Oh, he turns red or what?
Yeah, he,
Yeah.
he looks younger and redder.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
looks like he's Kaioken.
That's
but
say that's
Because
Saiyan
honestly,
God.
I barely finished Z. Like, I rewatched it, so I'm barely starting Super, and I've only seen the movies like 2 years ago.
That-
So I'm kind of just like,
Okay, you're gonna go to the Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and you already watched the movies. You're gonna want to skip the whole scene. Like,
Yeah, there's
Really?
like,
Oh, it's just like-
just skip.
It's
Like
just
when
like-
Freezer comes out, just skip it.
Oh,
yeah, there's like little filler things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But for me, I think for me, Super Saiyan 4, because it takes the power of this moon to like
Mhm.
release all his concentrated power. Like the sun to the moon and concentrated beams to him to turn Super Saiyan 4. It might be enough to beat 5 Super Saiyans right there.
That would have to be that would have to like come down to like, well, who does he beat up like in Super Saiyan 4 and how strong are they? And then who does he beat up as Super Saiyan God and how strong are they? Like, I don't know.
How about next time, if we do another interview, we'll set up fucking Z fighters, and you can be 4, he can be Gold or God, and y'all can just fucking battle it out.
I
and
stopped
see.
playing Z
That would be fun.
I stopped playing Z Fighters because they spam so much with like, little Gohan, like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan.
Like online people or what?
Everybody online. And then Krillin and Yamcha, they're OP as hell.
What?
Yeah.
I love playing
That's-
Yamcha, dude.
Yeah.
He did. Yamcha has proven that Yamcha is a little bit more
They
strong.
did that just to like fuck with people or what?
Yeah, like the humans in the video game are stronger than Super Saiyans. That's straight up.
Danny's fight team was like the C's, the
Yeah.
third streamers.
Yeah, and they're hella strong. They're hella strong. That's why I stopped playing. I was like, I'm done, dude. I can't play as
Bastardized this game.
Super Saiyan Goku. I can't be a
Last
freaking Yamcha. It was the whole point of me playing.
That's hilarious. Okay.
No, you can't. Yeah, with the video games, you can't hold it up to the show. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a video game, so.
I got my ass beat by Yamcha, so I was like, oh man, I'm done, dude. I'm done.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to tips and tricks that you could tell other band members out there, like people who might be struggling, like having a bad band member or good band member, like what advice or tips you can give them to go up from what they're at?
Well,
Kind of like if they're struggling.
as far as like having bad band members get out or kick them out, like it's a waste of time.
Straight up.
If you really want the band to go somewhere or whatever, if it's just like everyone's fucking around, then everyone's fucking around. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
Have you ever kicked anybody out of a band?
I've never kicked anybody out of the band just because I feel like I don't have the
That's
stomach
alright.
for it.
Yeah.
But I have gotten out of bands because I was just like, I'm just wasting my time with this band or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I don't feel like playing this instrument anymore or whatever. You just get out and you just go do something else or whatever. It's like there's people that'll like be like, oh, I gotta make music with this person or that person, like, and that's the way it has to be, or else I'm not making music. I'm just like, you don't care to make music, then you just want to latch on to this person or that person and just like feed off their like energy or whatever. And it's just like I don't care about you. But you know,
I'm just using you for your stuff.
yeah, and as far as like tips and stuff goes, like it's getting easier out there to like play shows like out of town and play shows like because people are starting to to connect a lot more every time, and
Yeah.
like, you know, like from people out of town to here, like especially down here in the valley, like the scene has been growing like a lot since like
2013.
yeah, I would say like 5
I
years.
said
Yeah.
like 2012.
Yeah, like
right?
five to 7 years ago, because I was still playing shows. I've been playing shows for over like 11 years now, and like there was a time like 11 to 12 years ago where it was like where it is right now, just on the top. Everyone loves going to shows, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then it died down once all the bands broke up, and then everyone was just like, well, now what do we do? Let's move on or whatever. But I stuck in it, and like
2015.
yeah, 2015 it started going again, and from 2015 and now it started snowballing to
I
something
think
really good.
it's on a little decline. There's not as many like big shows. Is
Mm.
there? Not like 2015,
No, no,
16, dude. Like every show was just
Are you talking about local shows though? Because
yeah.
like
Well, so
local
there's-
local shows with local bands is kind of like at a standstill right now.
But that's what I mean. Like the local ones in 2015.
dude, we
were-
just had like Chris Travis here.
No, no,
the
those
other
shows
day,
are
so it's
badass.
like yeah, like
Kurt Travis.
you
But I
can-
mean more
like
just
it's
like
local.
local only shows.
Yeah.
Like the, I think we just need.
But
the
some of the
election
bigger,
again.
some of the bigger bands that were like getting shit together, they kind of broke up.
Or they're like moving
Or they
on.
moved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Zora's out 2 months. They're gonna be gone.
The Sky Galeros, they were big
huge. Yeah,
party
man.
band.
They got some really good shows together. They were fucking awesome in 2015. They'd hook us up. We played at the Echo and shit. Like
Yeah.
we
The
played
Echo
great
was
shows with them. We always had fun playing with them.
Yeah.
And they've each got their own little thing going on. So I think it's kind of just like some people have to reset, and it's just like catching up.
Yeah.
We're trying to just be consistent. If we do play a show, we want it to be one that we think is going to be good, and then
Yeah.
we're trying to break out of the valley and things like that.
Trying to get out there more and everything.
Tips
Yeah.
though, I would say you just gotta stick with it. As far as bad members and stuff, either kick them and stuff, or if they're like one of your best friends, they're going through some shit. We've made it together because we've had serious talks where we just sit down and we're like,
Yeah.
dude, we care about you. What's going on.
Communication.
We communicate.
Yeah.
We just let it out. We are like brothers, man.
Yeah.
Like we try to keep that synergy going. We try to be there for one another. If someone's slipping up, being an asshole or something, we'll call each other out.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah.
You gotta think of it as like a relationship and a business and a family. It's just like everything. It's
If you're going to take it, that's
yeah. If you're gonna take it really seriously, you gotta do all that. And then as far as just getting shit down, like think about every little aspect of it. I try to do my best for the band and try and do those things, and I talk to them about it.
Yeah.
Get your merch table going. Have that shit on fleek, man, and get
More is more.
yeah, more than
Not
more.
less. More is more.
Do it. Just
Who was
do what you
arguing that
can.
more is less?
I have no idea,
Who was
but I'm
that
just.
idiot that said more is less?
I have no idea, but
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying.
Was
It's
that
like,
you, Joel? Joel's our merch
Joel?
guy.
Every little thing you can do to go above and beyond, do it. Like, especially when it comes to like actually giving a fuck about other people's bands. Go actually give a shit and like go watch their shows. Be their friend, share their music. You're not gonna succeed by trying to only focus on yourself. So that's my advice.
Yeah, I mean, just remember that, because I remember growing up, hearing about the local music scene and stuff like that, and people would kind of try to get something going, and maybe things would go out well for them. They would kind of turn around and be like, well, the music scene sucks, nobody shows up, or whatever reason. At the end of the day, like, all of us are the music scene. Like, every single one of us is like a little piece of it, and so it's not really. Everybody here is kind of a potential like audience member, and so it's really up to us whether or not, how the quality of the scene is, however you want to.
everyone gets what they put in.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah, and so
Sometimes we play for nobody still.
Yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes it's funner that way.
Sometimes
We're
it's
just
like-
like, hey, you bartender, we fucking love you, man. And like,
Yeah.
you just gotta expect that.
Yeah.
If you're not fucking like Metallica, like, what are you gonna expect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's
Yeah.
bonus practice.
Yeah.
I would just
basically.
say like, treat your instrument like it's fucking kung fu or something. Like it's a way. It's a way of life. It's a discipline, or even just looking at it in some like video game kind of way where you want to just keep
Mhm.
setting new thresholds, new goals, and stuff like that. to
Gotta
go.
grind.
And
Some
Grind it out.
RPG shit.
yeah, it's a workout. So stay in
Stage shit.
That's beautiful.
That's the best tip. That's a good tip.
That is a good tip.
Yeah.
Try not to have a bunch of shitty habits like drinking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Drink, just heard jerking. I was like, oh, shit.
Hey man, some people.
That's good for drumming.
We're still working on that.
Working on that.
It's a good chip for drumming. Good chip for drumming.
So you're a drummer. Heap jerk.
Team jerk.
Hashtag no fap July.
No fat jerk. I jacked off.
It's happening.
They pretty much covered it. I don't know. Just be,
Echoing.
When it comes down to
Just don't be a bitch.
you don't.
you
Never mind. I was about to.
what are your upcoming shows that you want to tell people out there right now?
Nothing.
So far, we only have one. It's gonna be June 16th at the spot, but they haven't announced it, so
No.
Wait, we have a
I
show
don't
this
know
month?
if it's not even happening.
I have a show on the 16th with Reinforced. Whoops.
Okay, so
And now we drop a show.
You guys,
No,
another
now we have no shows.
I guess we got
or
no
now we
show
have a
now.
show with Reinforce.
They hadn't. I forgot that it was on the 16th, but they hadn't done anything about that.
They haven't posted, so
So for right now, you're just at
that is our show. I guess we'll see what we're gonna do about it. We might
Yeah.
have to drop it, but apparently that's the only one we are.
It might not even exist.
Yeah. So
But, as far as shows now, we don't got anything coming up. We're just
Our next show is right here, right now.
let's do it.
honestly, if we don't get a show going, we're gonna work on music videos. We're gonna work on writing.
Yeah.
We already have material to work on, so regardless, it's always good to have something keeping you going. So there's another tip. If you're not gonna do a show, keep practicing, keep writing, do what you gotta do.
When it comes down to shout-outs, who do y'all want to give shout-outs to and what they mean?
Shout out to my boy Juicy.
Shout out to
Juicy again.
shout out to Death Creeps, my friend Jay. He's a great
Shout out to
man.
my boy Jay.
Yeah,
Great
look up
guy.
the Death Creeps. They're just starting out, so go like
Yeah, they're new.
Yeah, they're badass.
Everybody else you know, so you don't even gotta talk about nobody else. Right?
Yeah. Just shout outs to Jay and Juicy.
Jay and Juicy.
Jay and Juicy.
Juicy J!
Oh, that wasn't even on purpose. We did it.
Juicy J.
Okay, guys.
Juicy J.
Awesome. UnheardEuphoria. We're over at Lazer Hog. Peace out, guys, and like and subscribe to our page. Their pages, go to their Facebook, YouTube, everything you can find on them. Please follow and subscribe them. Thank you all.
Bye guys.
Watching all that should be.